This is Barry from WKUTZ TV. We are live, local, late breaking, reporting from the Indian River Inlet Bridge here in southern Delaware. And we will pan over here to and show you exactly where we are here. That is the Atlantic Ocean. You come through here, the inlet, and you come down to what is known as Rehoboth Bay. The tide goes in and out of here during the tides, and we are kind of like mid-tide right now, so we're not getting much water action here. But the tide will come through here at about 30 miles an hour, and it's really something to see because it looks like a river coming through here, and we are kind of like mid-tide right now, and you'll be able to see the tide going out here just a little bit. If you could look right there where you see the tide going out just a little bit, but as soon as that tide gets going in maybe an hour or so from here, it'll come through here unbelievable, like a river. It's really something to see. Right over there you have the man-made dunes right there that the Army Corps of Engineers built because of the storms that come through here. Every time there's a storm that comes through here, the sand will go down, will get put onto the highway, and you have a breach between the ocean and the bay, and you'll get like 2 or 3 feet of sand on the highway, and they literally have to close the whole thing down for a couple days while they take the sand off of the roadway. Now what we are about to attempt to do is we are going to walk across this new bridge here from this point over here, South Point, over here to the northern part of the bridge, and we are going to attempt to walk across this bridge to the other side so we can show you exactly what is going on here at Indian River Bridge with this breach that happens every time we get a storm that comes through here. This here is the walkway that comes up this ramp here and goes over here and comes up here to this bridge, and you can actually walk up this bridge and all the way across. If you attempt to do such a thing, you'd probably have to do it at your own risk. So we are going to attempt to climb up to the top of this bridge so we can show you exactly what is going on here. We at WKUTZ TV will do anything for our viewers, so we are going to take our life in our own hands and climb up to the top of this bridge, and we'll get a report from up there. Just to give you an idea about this bridge here, these cables here are supposed to mimic sails on a sailboat, and we can come down here and we can show you this area here. We're looking out over the Atlantic Ocean again, and there is the bathhouse that's here. And if you were a guy, you don't even want to go near this place. But if you come down here, we can show you the Atlantic Ocean. There is the WKUTZ news van there, and we had to leave some people behind here from the TV crew because this walk here is getting kind of steep, and so we're going to attempt to go up to the top there. Just to give you an idea of how big these cables are, that is like a good foot around each cable holding this bridge up. Now if you come over here and you'll see these lights here, it's like a projection type light that lights up these cables at nighttime and it is really something to see here at night. We are still on our way to the top of this bridge, but we just wanted to show you a little bit of what's happening here. These guys are in the middle of tearing this old bridge down, and they are welding some kind of a jigsaw puzzle together to get this bridge taken out of here, you know, as quick as possible. But you can see the old bridge here goes over there. That bridge was built in 1965, and they're going to, I would say they're going to recycle all this metal. We are at the top of the new bridge here, looking down on the old bridge, and you can get an idea that the tide is just starting to go out, and you can get an idea of how fast this water is coming through here by the white caps. The water's headed out into the ocean from the bay because the tide is going out, and we'll pan down here. But first we want to show you this, it's like the University of Delaware, it's like a rain gauge or a wind gauge or something, and that's from the University of Delaware, the college that is down here. And if you just come down here, you can get an idea of how fast this water is coming through here by the look at that. Can you see that water there? That's how fast this water's come through, and we're not even at low tide yet, so it's just starting now. But you can get an idea how, come down here, that is Bethany Beach there, and pan down here, that is the Atlantic Ocean, and give you an idea, we're basically at the highest point here in southern Delaware. We're a good 200-300 feet off the ground, and here comes the truck. But you can get an idea of there's Rehoboth Bay there. That's Rehoboth Bay. And when this bridge closes down because of the sand over the road down here, this major north-south route here is closed. And we'll attempt to give you a better look here in a minute as we go down towards the other side here, and we'll give you a better idea of what you're looking at here. This guy coming through here on this boat here just came through the inlet here from the Atlantic Ocean, and the guy is here by himself, and I didn't see a life jacket on him or anything. This guy just asking for trouble. He's out here by himself, boating around, playing in the waves, and you can just get a glimpse here of another guy out here surfing. He's out there by himself. Not a good idea, and he's trying to catch a wave here at low tide, which is probably not going to work out so well. We are pretty much going downhill right here at this bridge, and you can just see right here where the problem lies is right there where you see that sand that comes over during a storm, comes right over the highway right there, and you get about 2-3 feet of sand that gets onto the road there, and they have to close this whole major north-south route down until they get the sand off the road. And that could be 2 or 3 days maybe, depending on how much sand gets on the road there. And you can just see a glimpse there of the top of Dewey Beach up there. We're headed north, and I'll pan over here, and this is Delaware Bay over here. It goes all the way around there, and it's a huge bay. And when this road closes down, you have to drive all the way around this bay to, say if you wanted to go to Dewey Beach, you'd have to go all the way around, which is 20-30 miles out of your way, just to get across this piece of land here that closes down after a major storm comes through here. Well, not really a major storm either. It could be just a thunderstorm come through here, and it just gets sand all over the road. They close everything down. So why they didn't fix it when they built this $150 million bridge, nobody knows. And they don't call this Lower Slower Delaware for nothing. Here you can get an idea of the old bridge and how close it used to be to the ocean here. And during Superstorm Sandy that came through here, it washed quite a bit of sand away, and you can just get an idea of how close that water is to this bridge, the old bridge. And the old bridge and the new bridge is right next to it, and you can get a those cement pilings right there used to be the snack shack for the surfers that used to come down here, and that got washed away during Superstorm Sandy, so there is no more snack shack down here at the Indian River Inlet. You can see this guy here trying to surf here at low tide, which is not working out too well for him at the Indian River Inlet. You can get an idea of how fast this water is going now. It's going, we've been here an hour so far, and from still water to like a river going down through here. You can see the water right there heading out into the ocean with the white caps there, and that was the scouring that was happening right here at the pilings out here in the water, and you can get an idea how fast that water's going. Here is another view of just how fast this water's coming through here, and we're not even at full low tide here yet, but that water, look at that water scouring around that piling there. We are back on land here at the Indian River Inlet Bridge. I had to put a hat on because the sun was just so bright I didn't want to get a sunburn on the top of my head. But up there was actually pretty cool because I was getting goosebumps on my arms from the temperature changes. The wind is coming off of the water, and it's actually pretty cold up there. And we're back on land here. We got pretty dizzy up there because we are not that used to being that high. So we are actually maybe a couple feet above sea level right here on the ground. But here it is, folks. Your tax dollar at work. $150 million from a Swedish company that came over here to build this bridge. And you ask yourself, why is the socialist government so prosperous over there in Sweden to take care of all their citizens with health care, welfare, socialist government, and they build all those Volvos over there too that come over here, and that's why you have such a socialist government over there in Sweden. But here it is. This is Barry Kay reporting live, local, late breaking from the Indian River Inlet Bridge, Southern Delaware.